What's going on, fellow ghosts, gameheads, anime nerds, and renegades? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Raven37 Actual, aka Raven37 Actor Fool. 2 zeros, not those, aka Mr. O Miles in the chat, aka Raven. And tonight I'm back with another doubleheader, and I actually wanted to go back. The reason I say go back is because I'm pretty sure we've listened to one of these performances before. We may have listened to both, but I'm not certain, and I went back and searched through what I could find from the bands we are going to cover tonight, and I did see Sympathy for the Devil by The Big Push. It's a really powerful song that they perform, and I love to see them perform it live. So we'll be taking a look at that again tonight, and also we'll be taking a look at one of my absolute favorite, like hands down absolute favorite songs of coheedandcambria. Delirium Trigger is also a live performance, and the juxtaposition I drew up before these songs for the theme of tonight is just two really powerful crowd involving, like, the crowd really gets into it in both of these songs. And so yeah, I just wanted to do like a side by side of Sympathy for the Devil and Delirium Trigger. So that's what we got on the docket for tonight. We're gonna start off with coheedandcambria tonight, just to switch it up. Normally we start off with the Big Push, but they're both about 5-6 minutes long in song time, so got about 11 minutes of song to listen to. But we're gonna go ahead and dive right into it because I'm pretty excited for this. I believe we've listened to a couple of Starland Ballroom performances at this point, but Delirium Trigger was one of the ones that I was hesitant to pull the trigger, no pun intended, on because of all the copyright issues and stuff that I had gone through with coheedandcambria. Hopefully we won't experience those with these songs, but if we do, we'll handle them like we normally do. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and dive into the videos. But like I always like to say, if you took the time to watch this video or the last video or the video before that or any video, just know I appreciate you. Thank you very much for watching. Without further ado, we're gonna dive into the Delirium Trigger by coheedandcambria live at Starland Ballroom. I feel like I need to preface this video with one other thing. I do know it's about to happen. You maybe don't. Some other children of the fence may know it's about to occur. But this doubleheader is definitely, it'll be dropping at the beginning of the week for for everyone. But, hopefully both of these performances are very powerful. I am prefacing that just to let you guys know, hopefully this will help you start off the week with some endorphins in your system and get your blood flowing, get the positive vibes going. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that these are both going to be extremely raw and powerful performances. So yeah, with that in mind, we're gonna start off. So I'm glad I left the captions on for this song because I've listened to this song for quite a few years indeed, and I do not know all the words to the song. And now that I'm sitting here reading the lyrics, I feel, you know that saying, the more you know, the less you know. The more, the more you know, the more you realize, the less you know. It's definitely the case with the lyrics. Just some of the things that I caught him saying, like a parasitic cyst and coming up out of your chest and stuff like that. It gave me like a thought of like the aliens from the Alien movie. Um, then he said, "Remember when we were young." But yeah, like the lyrics are definitely provocative and thought provoking, but it's still in that sort of sci-fi theme that, you know, this universe that they've built, that Coheed and Cambria has built with these characters, they all their songs seem to sort of gravitate back towards that central universe as like an anchor point. So this seems like something in regard to that. But it says at the very first line, he says, "Here now, up here alone, terror on the intercom. Can someone save us?" And so it sounds like people on like maybe a ship or a space station or something, because they say systems malfunction, blasted this damn machine, over and out, captain. So it's definitely some sci-fi elements that definitely tie into like the Coheed and Cambria world that we've become accustomed to, with the child and the space and the laser beams coming out his eyes, and Coheed and Cambria breaking into the fortress and kicking ass to save people and do all this stuff. It definitely fits with that sort of world building. But as far as what the lyrics are actually depicting, your guess is as good as mine. But I'm just listening to it and actually paying attention to what he said. Yeah, I feel like I know less about the song than I did prior to me ever analyzing the lyrics before, because I admit, whenever I turn this song on, I'm turning on to jam the fuck out. So I don't really be listening to the lyrics. This is the first time I've actually had the captions on and been actually paying attention to it. And yeah, I feel like the more I know, the less I realize I know. Tell me what you guys think about the song so far down in the comments. But I think it definitely has the song, the way it's being played, it has a sense of urgency, especially since the transition from the beginning was sort of mellow, and then it just kind of went nuts. But we can go back and just like just a little bit more. See, I was like really chill, just kind of coasting along. Then all of a sudden, see, so All right, so there's definitely a sense of like presence, unwelcome presence, or something like that. Because in the first part, he says, creeps on the countertop somewhere behind you, and then it's like a parasitic cyst coming up out of your chest and stuff like that. And let's see what he said. It was something. Yeah, he said, "Frightened, I tear alone, or maybe not the only one there." And then he starts going, "Hello." Like somebody, when you're in an empty room or a dark corridor or something, and you think you heard a noise, and so you're gonna start going, "Hello, hello, yo, yo, hey, yo," trying to check and see if somebody there. It definitely gives that sense of I'm not, I'm supposed to be alone, but I'm not. So it's a very ominous tone to the song, and the tone switches between that very frenetic pace of the verses, and then when it drops into these sort of more sorrowful parts, it almost increases the tension of the song, in my opinion. You guys can let me know what you think down in the comments. Okay, so the revelation part is when the song really kicks into overdrive, because he kind of goes, well, it's almost as if somebody's talking to an entity that they assumed was their like imaginary friend or something like that, and then like the entity reveals its true nature, and then the song erupts and he goes, "Oh dear God, I don't feel alive. When you're cut short of misery, will you pray it be the end? Gave a look surprised, wide-eyed to me, and now you know just what I am." And that sort of indicated to me like the person who mistook the entity for their, you made it because in that part he's singing very meekly, like a person who felt like betrayed and hurt about it, and it said, "You made a good friend to me while we were outnumbered and torn. Made us do things." So like it's definitely like something that's been with this person for a while, and it may have been felt like the world was against them, but it was like us against the world type of thing. And so this person felt like this entity was an ally or a comrade or whatever, but at some point the big reveal comes out, and it's, "Oh dear God, I don't feel alive," and then it goes on to say like, "You will come to see me for what I am and come to know me as God." So that's, kind of telling that it's like something that wants to either have or appear powerful. So yeah, definitely some ominous tones set by the song. But once again, I'm just spitballing with the lyrics here. But I've listened to this song so much, but I just jam out to it. But actually paying attention to the lyrics is making me think some crazy stuff. We're gonna go back to we'll go back to see see even that part is like the person who feels betrayed is like confronting the entity that has betrayed them, and it's just like, come on, unalive me, because in the very next part he's gonna, as you can see, he's gonna go into So he said the scare that triggers your fear to know me in a different light. So the entity, the comrade, literally had to scare the fear into the person in order to get them to see them in a different light, in order to know them as a God. So it literally had to scare the fear of God into something. So to have something betray you in such a fashion and then turn into such a monstrous thing could be like traumatizing as fuck. This song is really like, it's got layers to it. It's definitely got layers to it, outside of it just being just like extremely like it's a jam, but at the same time like it's definitely some raw emotion in there that I'm picking up that I never actually get tuned into, because I wasn't as tuned into the lyrics as I have been during this reaction. So this is a very cool deep dive for me, because I've loved this band for a long time, and this song is really making me look at them as storytellers, because this is a part of a whole universal theme, just like the Reniverse and stuff like that. This is a part of that, because it all anchors back to Coheed and Cambria, the characters. So that being said, it started to make me look at them differently as storytellers, and I think that's cool. See them in a different light, if as it were. I gotta give a shout out not only to Josh Shepard, the drummer. He's been sweating his ass off this entire performance. So this is probably like an hour into the set, because he's been soaking wet the whole fucking song. But the lead guitarist is definitely doing his thing as well on this little riff right here. He's killing that shit. But the bassist who is really the one who has earned my appreciation throughout this entire performance. He's like a set piece. He's a musician. He's an artist. And he is up there like really like embodying the energy of the song. Like, if there's anybody you really paying attention to besides Claudio on the stage, it's him. So shout out to the bass player. Sound like somebody getting sabotaged. The bassist is going crazy, bro. I love it. Listen to the crowd, bro. I would have, when I first discovered this band, I would have given like a toe to have been in that live performance. I'm not gonna lie. When I first, like when I was in my, young Thundercat days, and I was much dumber and much more convinced in my own invincibility, I would have given them like a small appendage to have been in that show. It's like the fucking energy from the crowd is amazing, and also just all that whole album that they performed at that song, I know it all by heart. So I would have just loved to have been at the performance. It was really cool. We've actually listened to and Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth on the channel before, but I'd like to know what you guys thought of Delirium Trigger. Obviously, I'm biased, so I thought it was a hell of a performance. I don't feel as though I do it justice, their music, because I don't know the backstory of Coheed and Cambria as well as I should as a Coheed and Cambria fan. But I don't feel like that should stop me from being able to enjoy their music, and I don't think it should stop you from being able to enjoy their music. So if you did enjoy their music, let me know what you guys thought of what did we listen to? Delirium Trigger, excuse me. Delirium Trigger. One of my favorite songs, and I forgot the title of it. Delirium Trigger, down in the comments. Shout out to Claudio, shout out to Josh Shepard, shout out to the lead guitarist, and big shouts out to the old bass player who is not the bass player that we see in the newer videos from Coheed and Cambria. But yeah, in that performance, man, he was like the fucking all-star. He was like doing his thing, and he just really made that song and a lot of the songs they perform at Starland Ballroom really enjoyable to watch. So you guys let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I really appreciate them. We're gonna move on to the second track. This is gonna be something for you guys because I know that why you guys come to the channel, and I think we can all vibe with, one track. We got the character talking about know me in a different light, know me as God. And on the next track, we got somebody talking about sympathy for the devil. So I think it's fitting juxtaposition theme, if I do say so myself. Yeah. No, I'm gonna dislocate my shoulder if I keep trying to pat myself on the back any harder. But yeah, we gonna go ahead and dive into the second song. Yes, we may have listened to it before, but we big push fans around here, so we gonna listen to it again. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna listen to it again, and I'm gonna break it down again, and I'm gonna comment on different parts again, and then we're gonna have a good time again, and keep the positivity going. I hope you guys do enjoy the performance, because Starland Ballroom and Brighton Dome have become my two favorite sets to watch. My two favorite bands play in. So to have them both in the same video is super cool to me. So I really hope you guys enjoy it. That being said, let's check it out. Sympathy for the devil. And before the song starts, I would like to point out the crowd involvement at the end of the song of Delirium Trigger. That really was like what made the song make you get the goose pimply part of the song, because the crowd is really like carrying him while he's singing, carrying Claudio while he's singing the last little parts. you can audibly hear the crowd going, hi, hi, hi. And it's just a really powerful moment. I think we're going to experience something similar to that in this Sympathy for the Devil performance. So, once again, cool juxtaposition. Let's get it. It's almost difficult to believe that Ren can sing on that register if we had not just heard Claudio singing like in such a fucking Freddie Mercury high pitch for an entire 5-minute song and probably a 2-hour set. So it's definitely just, it's not me, saying nothing negative about it. It's me saying it's impressive to see two artists that are able to, use their voices in that such fashion. Live performance. It takes a lot, man. It takes a lot of talent, skill, all that shit. And just, it's impressive. I just want to point it out. Mind the gap. Gap is shorthand for Glenn Appreciation Pause. Phrase coined by our very own Scorchio. So shout out to Scorchio. But that was what that was about. I didn't notice Goran flexing like this the first time we watched this, but I guess he's using his fingers like a slide on the guitar, so he's holding it from the top and like, so he can keep his fingers as flat as possible, and just like, I didn't notice this the first time I watched this performance. That's really fucking cool. That's some boss status shit. Hey. That flip was insane.
So please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around for a long, long year. So many a man died in pain. Well, I was around when Jesus Christ had his moment and died with a pain. Made that sure that Pilate washed their hands and sealed his fate. Pleased to meet you. Hope you can smile. Yeah, what's puzzling you is just the nature of my game. I stuck around in St. Petersburg when I saw it.
That pause was groovy as hell. I didn't know it was coming, but I knew it was coming. It felt right. We're gonna listen to it again. But this is just, man, the Big Push too damn groovy for their own good.
Washed their hands and
No.
Guess my name. What's confusing you? Since the nature of my game. All right, everybody, all together. Woo woo, woo woo, woo woo, woo woo. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that was really dope. The whole crowd, they knew the assignment.
He's a criminal. No, the sinner's slave. Oh, head to tail, that's coming. But listen, you know I'm in need of some restraint. If you meet me, have some courtesy. Yeah, or have some sympathy. Have some taste. So I'm with politics. I'm gonna lay you so the way. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my
The part where the crowd came in and said woo woo, that was almost exactly the same energy as the coheedandcambria performance, where they were like carrying him through his last little bit of the chorus. That shit was powerful, man.
Oh, head to tail. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Romaine. No floor is safe if Romaine is playing a guitar solo on it. We all know this at this point. No floor is safe.
He's a criminal. No, the sinner's slave. Oh, head to tail, that's coming. But listen, you know I'm in need of some restraint. If you meet me, have some courtesy. Yeah, or have some sympathy. Have some taste. So I'm with politics. I'm gonna lay you so the way. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my
And just like I said, with Coheedandcambria, younger me would have given up, some shit to have been at that show. Much older me would give up a much more reasonable amount, but I would still give a lot to have been at like that Brighton Dome performance. That was really cool. Like the video playing out, give them their flowers. They probably call for an encore. I'm gonna put this on the watch later playlist.
When I was very young and little, one of the first
What
albums
the
I was
hell?
ever. When I was very young.
Gore. Okay. Save that to the watch later list. Hey, we get a second Glenn appreciation pause. All right, we're gonna check that out next video. I shot the sheriff Bob Marley. That'll be tomorrow's video. I'm paired with another song. But tonight, I guess you could call tonight just a little bit of a catharsis. I wanted to take a look at two high energy performances that had a lot of crowd enthusiasm and participation, and so I chose these two songs because I felt like they are both extremely powerful performances, and you can feel the energy that the song succeeds in creating through the voice of the audience at the crescendo of the songs. And so, like I said, hopefully this was a little bit of catharsis for you guys. Get those endorphins going for the beginning of the week. Those of y'all that watch the videos in the morning time, this, that, and third. And you know, if you got any other live performance videos of any other bands, things of that nature, I definitely take recommendations. You know, shout out to Dust Costa, he gave me a recommendation. Justin Nozica, my mod gave me a recommendation. Jahir Faria, Scorchio gave me a couple of recommendations at this point. I've gotten a lot of recommendations from you guys, and I appreciate all of them. So, have any more recommendations, definitely throw them in the comments. But if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate the shit out of you. You already know that. I appreciate the shit out of you. I tell you that every time we see each other. But I'm going to tell you one more time. If ain't nobody told you today, I appreciate the shit out of you, okay? Okay, cool. Now, if it's your first time watching the video, definitely recommend you hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you know tomorrow when I drop my next video, including I shot the sheriff. And a huge Glenn appreciation pause at the beginning, apparently. But for now, I want to wish you guys a safe, happy, healthy morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is when you're seeing this. If you enjoyed this video, then I recommend clicking on one of these videos over here and spend some more time with your boy. But for now, all you guys have a safe, happy, healthy morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is when you're seeing this. And I'll catch you on the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay frosty. I'll catch you on the flip side. Till next time, Axel out.